Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing Elizabeth from Seven Deadly Sins. So it's her goddess form. So she's got the wings and she's got those symbols in her eyes. So it's a landscape page just so we could fit in some of her wings that are coming off her shoulders. So it's a wide page. So let's go. The right eye just here. So we will start just with, so she's looking real angry in this one, so we'll start with her eyebrow, right? So it's very simple. It's just a line, a diagonal line that goes up, just there. And then we have her eyelid that comes, sort of shows on the bottom here and then comes around the side with eyelashes. So we'll do the part in here. So it's just a thicker line. So and you want to imagine that it keeps going and then it comes out here. But it's like a pretty thick line, so it's going to go down around here, curving around her eye, and then you can shade it in or make the line thicker, give it an extra line weight, just there. Then of course she has eyelashes coming off that. 1, 2. And then there's just an extra line for her eyelid just in behind there. Then she has those big eyes, so they're big long anime eyes, so they're like elongated, they're not circular. So we're going to do a straight line down here, kind of curvy, see? It's like a curvy, it has a curve to it, but it's really long. And then we have the bottom of her eyelid just at the bottom there, and then a couple of eyelashes coming off there as well, because she has that angel goddess sort of symbol in there, and there's a shine in her eye as well, so you could draw a little section for a shine if you wanted, or you could color it after. And then she has that symbol inside, so it's kind of like, let's see, it's a spike sort of here, comes down and then around back there, and then it comes down here, comes up. It's like 3 spikes spiking around there, and then the third one just fitting in right there at the edge of her eye, kind of like that. Maybe make this one a bit longer. Then we go over and we'll do the same thing over on her other eye. So the distance between the eyes is just about another eye, just about, maybe a bit narrower than that, because her eyes are so big. So we'll come over, but we'll do the eyebrow first like before. So it's about there, come over a little bit, and then the eyebrow just comes up this way, like that. Maybe make this one a bit longer as well, just there. And then we'll do the same thing, we'll do the inner eyelid just here, thicker line, and then imagine it keeps going, comes out over here, curves around her eye, and we have eyelashes coming off them as well. And then we have another line for just eyelid in there. And then we have the other eye, the same sort of shape, a long circular shape. So an elongated circle, long on both sides, with the eyelid and eyelashes on the bottom. 2, 3, 4. Then there's a bit of shine and that symbol inside. So you could draw the shine or leave it, it's up to you. It would be on this side of her eye if you were drawing it in. And then she has that spiky symbol inside her eye as well. So we have one spike just here, comes down to another spike just here. This one comes up to another spike just there, and then up and around to another spike there. Now her nose just in the middle, come down a bit in the middle and add a little line just like that, and then it just kind of curves around small, and then we have nostrils just there and there. And then her mouth, so she's talking in the picture I'm drawing from, and you just do a round sort of shape for her mouth being open. So it's curving around like this in that 7 Deadly Sins sort of style of drawing. And then we can see her teeth up here, and then some of the bottom teeth as well. Curves up just there. Real small chin then, pointy, really pointy. Down here. Just a line here as well for her chin. And then this comes up to her jaw. And then this one goes up as well. And then these go up to the side of her face. Right, now we can do her ears. So we'll go just an earlobe there, comes up diagonal, goes up that way. And then she has hair that comes all across her face, so you'll leave the ear like that. You could draw it in and then rub it out after, or just leave a gap. And then there's like bones and ligaments inside her ear, so very little. Many ways of doing this, as I always say. And then we go over and do the other ear on the other side. It's the exact same. It doesn't have to be the exact same, but it's, you know, it's the same idea. Bones and ligaments inside again. Any old way. Then her fringe. So she has a big fringe coming down her face. Just drawn in, sort of kind of roughly in the picture. It's just lines kind of thing, and then it goes around her head with some sticking up here and loads sticking out on this side. Kind of like if you follow along the Meliodas one, it's kind of a similar way of drawing hair. So we'll start, it starts growing out of her forehead. Say here we have a line coming down. This will get started just there. And then we have another line that goes back up here. Another line in there. It's a bit of a fringe. And then we have another one that comes down just along here. And comes back up like this. And another hair just in here. Just adding strands of hair, real fine strands of hair. See that? And then we have another one just here. And some coming down the side of her face here. And then we have some that come down towards her ear, like we said earlier. Just here. And then the rest that come across her forehead just here. So some can curve this way, overlapping, you know, kind of thing. You could do as many of these, get as detailed as you'd like. You know, you could add really fine ones if you wanted. And then there's some that come around her ear as well, as I said on the other side. And then we have some of her hair that's like real tidy on this side, and then it's real spiky and wavy over this side. So we'll just do the line up here. So it's just like the shape of her head really. So it comes up from this ear. There's some lines for hair in there. It comes up from this ear, goes around to there. And then there's all like hair lines just to show the direction of her hair in there as well. So following the shape of her head, coming out from this section. So there's like a part in her hair here, and then it starts to go this way. And of course we have some parts that stick up as well. So if we'll do one of the ones that stick up like here, real big. So real classic Seven Deadly Sin style hair. So piece sticking up just there. And then she has some ones that come back into this, towards this part in her hair right here. And then we have one that sticks up, a big one that kind of sticks up here, coming out from the middle of her head. So it comes up and around and down all the way to there. And then comes back in. And we have a little one that comes out here, like that. Maybe a few hairlines inside. And then we can see just some more that come around her head, just in this gap here. So you're adding to the shape of her head now, and adding some more hair as you go. So you're going to add and come around, do some hair that's coming down here. And then the shape of her head will come down this way, kind of like this side, but there's more sort of spikes sticking out as we go. So see, general shape, but every now and then you'll have a spike that will come out and sort of flick out the side of her head. And then in the gaps you'll add hairlines. Feel free to change it up, add different spikes, different strands of hair coming out from her head. People will get the idea. Hair moves, that's what I always say. You don't need to worry about it, be too precious about it. And then some just at the top of her ear here. And we have to add some going down behind her back as well, but we'll do her shoulders first. So just adding strands of hair just as we see them. And maybe you could thicken up some of the more defined lines if you wanted, kind of thing. Heavier line weights, heavier lines, darker lines. There's all hair that comes down behind her shoulders, but we'll do her shoulders first so we know where those are going. So we'll do her neck in here, so just two skinny lines just there. So it's like if she has a short hairstyle now. And then she has the top of her collar. And then the bit that comes around the side, both sides, just there. And then this will come in, a bit bumpy and wavy because it's clothing, like that, giving it some sort of shape. This will come down diagonal and it goes off the bottom of my page there, and this one will do the same. And then this collar comes down here like that. There's kind of folds for clothes just there, and then there's two buttons just here. You could add hatching or shadow underneath her chin if you wanted. And then she's got like a, I think it's a tie or something just in here. You can see very little of it, it's just all dark in here, dark black. Then her shoulders come down from the collar, so just here, come all the way down. Let's see, how far do we go? We go to there, so then down and off like that. And then the same on the other side, like that. And then she has just some more lines for clothing there and here. And now we can add those long strands of hair. So she has a really long one that goes right off the page just here, and then another one that goes off here, and then we'll just add more lines to those to make them wider and give them more hair texture. Following that shape again, and then adding more strands of hair to that. Then in between here and here and here and on her face, there's lines that come down from her ear, come down behind her back, just vertical down, you can make a shadow, maybe you could do some of them darker, kind of thing. And I think there might be one that just comes down over her shoulder as well. And then we'll do something similar on the other side. So we have a strand of hair, so that her hair is blown this way. So like on this side there'd be more hair going this direction, out over this way, say. But on this side it's just more straight down. So down here, then this one comes over and kind of goes down around her back just there, and then this one here, and then just like various strands of hair. So just adding lots of long hair. And then we can see in this picture just her wings, like some of her wings that come out along this side, and a little bit that comes out here as well. So so they're in her back, so we'll just go up and off the page like that kind of shape. And then the inside, like that. And then we'll do the same thing over here. This one's behind hair, so we jump over, curve it up, back up off the page there. Then we do the inside one, so coming out from her back, jump over the hair. If you're doing pencil, of course, you can rub it out like that. And then there's all those lines for feathers, sort of just in there, so it's kind of overlapping curvy lines. So here, see that? Just kind of bumps Some of them could be maybe a bit squiggly. Coming out from behind her back. And then over here too. Curving. Another one here, curving. Coming down. It's growing out from behind her back. We could add some lines just on the bottom of that, just to show that there's kind of some feathery texture to them. Maybe here too, just lines kind of like this, to show that they have sort of a bit of feather to them. And I'll just add some hatching, just a shadow to her nose just here. But there it is, that's the basic idea. Goddess Elizabeth, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next one, guys.